Hi everyone and welcome to the channel. So just a quick review of me. So I'm Jim. I am 62 years old and I have 3 years left to get into retirement. So I created this channel to kind of go through what are some of the things you need to be doing and thinking about as you prepare for retirement. And you could be at different stages of preparation. But if you get anything out of this video, if you like it in any way, please give me a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe down below. Now let's get into the video. Boredom. Yep, that's a thing. And in retirement, you need to be thinking about what are you going to do? Because most of your career life, if you're like me, you've been 40, 50, 60 hours a week working with only a few weeks of vacation time in between there. So, what are you going to do? For me, I'll just kind of review some of my thoughts of what I'm doing, and maybe it might spark something with you. Yes, we're going to still do some traveling and go visit family, and we're going to do the Disney thing. We like to cruise, but we don't have the budget to do that a lot, right? We're not going to be able to increase what we are currently doing now. A few cruises a year, or a few trips here and there, but you still got months out of the year. What are you going to do with all your time? So for me, now that I'm getting closer to retirement age, I'm thinking about what I might be able to do. So one of the things I've started, and again, this isn't for everybody, but this is what I'm doing, is I've started a woodworking hobby. So I've got a bunch of projects over here I've done for woodworking, and I started getting my tools and getting my shop kind of set up. I'm getting the experience on the tools and the know-how of how to do some woodworking projects, and I'm learning I do enjoy that. And with that, I do have the ability to even have a little bit of extra income. I can probably sell some of these things. So I am working on that for myself, right? Is woodworking. Maybe you can find, something else on your side. The other thing I've been doing, kind of just trying out to see if I enjoy it, is exactly what I'm doing here. YouTube videos, instructional videos, any kind of content generation. So I have a YouTube channel for my woodworking. I have this YouTube channel. I have another YouTube channel because I come from a software development background. I have another YouTube channel that goes over AI assisted programming. So I'm doing that. Um, so I'm just trying to feel out this YouTube thing to see is it something that I may want to continue in retirement? And it also can have a little bit of extra income. Both of these projects, the woodworking and the YouTube channel, is probably not going to bring in a ton of money. It's not something I can retire on now, but it's going to be able to help in the future. So, and it gives me something to do, right? So you just got to think about those things. It's like you're going to be in retirement. You got to figure out what you're going to do. So one of the stories that keeps coming to mind for me as I get closer and closer to retirement is my father retired at age 59 and a half. He's one of the lucky ones. He was able to do that. And he retired back in the early 1990s. In his first few months of retirement, he drove my mom crazy because he had nothing to do. He was always fiddling with stuff and getting around, and I go visit. My mom would complain all the time about how he was just driving her freaking crazy, and she needed him to have find a hobby, right? So he needed to find a hobby. So I helped with that. I actually got him a computer and I got him doing stuff on the computer. And once he got going with that, and he never really had any interest in the computer ever in his professional career. Um, so he started doing that, and then he got really interested, and then that really kind of took off. And then they also were doing other things, traveling and doing stuff too. But the computer was kind of his thing. And then he also got a little shop going, but he wasn't doing woodworking. He did a lot of little things, making things for the house and stuff, mostly for outside things, lattice works and things like that, and just different kind of things like that. So he did find his niche eventually of what he wanted to do in retirement. Um, so that just kind of been on my mind, but just wanted to make this video and just kind of, bring it to your mind as well that boredom is a thing. And you might get by the first few weeks or even months in retirement and be okay. But if you have nothing to do, you're going to get bored pretty quick. So just keep that in mind. So with that, that'll be it for this video. Please, if you've got anything out of this video or enjoyed it in any way, please give me a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe down below. I'll see you in the next video.